In January, at the start of the new year, I always do, well, for the last 3 or 4 years, it's become like an annual thing, like our back to school giving party has become. I always do a sponsor gift party. So, like, as part of our back to school giving, maybe I'll include some sponsor gifts. But it is unbelievable what two of our sponsors sent me this past week. Oh my gosh. The first that I want to share with you is LegiLiner. LegiLiner, Polly Benson is the woman who created LegiLiners. She's an OT expert, and she just found that she was writing lines to help kids either understand how handwriting works, you know, how some letters go higher, some go lower, how high, how low do they go, how, you know, when you're making an H, how high does the hump go, just all those things. There's so many issues with handwriting, right? Or some kids write like this at a slant, some kids write like this at a slant. So she was like always getting a ruler and a pencil out and creating these lines on paper. And she had a light bulb moment and thought, I'm going to create products that do this. So she did, and she created this company called LegiLiner. And she sent me a boatload of products to share with you tonight. Now, before I share them, I had a chance to talk to Polly this past week, and I asked her, I said, she's been a sponsor now for about 3, 4, 5 years. And I said, is there anything that you'd like to share with the teachers at back to school time, all the Right Road teacher friends that are going to watch the live, that you'd like to share with them from your heart? And she said, you know, she wants to support all kids, all students, all teachers, all classrooms. And she said, if I had one added thing to share, she just said, I want to make sure that people know how valued special education is. Special education teachers, special education students. I've got a wonderful Right Road kid who I met when she was in first grade, who's in college, going to graduate this year as a special education teacher. It takes an amazingly unique calling to go into special education. So she just wanted to say, of course, thank you to all teachers, but in an added breath, thank you to all of you who teach special education. And her products can also be used as special education tools as well. And something really cool, as she was sharing with me, I jotted a couple notes, and I hope that I do this company and the next one that I'm going to share and all the gifts, I hope I do them justice, because they don't just send me stuff for me to promote them and to sell more product. Their hearts are genuine. They are amazing, faith-filled women who are changing the world with their hearts. And so as Polly was talking with me, you know, and she was sharing about special education, she told me that this is how much it matters to her. The employees, she hires special needs friends to do the packing, the shipping, the mailing, the packing of everything, of her products. Special needs friends from her community. How cool is that? Another thing that Polly does, you know how we grant Amazon wishes, right? She will just sneak on, like to the Right Road Kids page, or if she sees another page granting Amazon wishes, she'll sneak on there and she'll clear a list or 2 or 3 without any fanfare, without making a big deal. Sometimes she probably even does it anonymously. She doesn't look for a thank you. She just does it from the bottom of her heart. And I just thought, I want to share that with you, just because people really care. I know sometimes it feels like you might be an island, but there are so many lovely, amazing people that want to do so many things to help you and your students. And Polly and LegiLiner, they are a company that wants to do that. So the other, let's see, so those are the things that I wanted to share. So you guys, this is something I'm saying. It's not something that she's saying, but I thought, to be fair, why don't we This is going to be on the honor system because you're going to enter for any of the LegiLiners you want to participate for, obviously on the live. But again, on the honor system, if you're going to enter, I'm going to trust that you're going to do this. Go to the LegiLiner.com website. You don't have to do it right now, but write down a little post-it note for yourself by the end of the evening, okay? Go to LegiLiner.com, scroll down to the bottom, and sign up for the newsletter, okay? Sometimes companies' emails are just ridiculous. Your inbox is inundated with them. It's too much. The LegiLiner emails, like Right Road emails, I always try to make each email an event, something super special. The LegiLiner emails are each very special. They have helpful tips. Every Wednesday she provides free worksheets. Worksheet Wednesday, she calls it. So they're always valuable things that she sends. So when you sign up, you'll start receiving the newsletters. And I'm just asking you to do that because it's the right thing to do, to kind of give back and say, hey, Polly, thank you so much. And I want to be connected with good companies. So on that note, again, take a screenshot so you don't forget. Sign up at the bottom. I want to see hundreds of people, hundreds of Right Road teacher friends sign up with her. I want her to call me tomorrow going, oh my gosh, hundreds of teachers signed up last night. Yay! All right, so, and I think if you use the Right Road Kids code, I think you still get a discount on her products. I think you just put in Right Road Kids when you're checking out. But anyway, I digress. So here are the LegiLiners that I'm giving away today, you guys. First of all, and I'll hold them really close to the screen so you can see, because they're small, they're compact, they're roller, so they just roll the lines or the boxes or the number line or whatever the LegiLiner is for, okay? They roll them out easy as pie. They last a long, long time, and you can even get ink refills for them. Like I said, there's a lot of people now knocking her off, which is crazy, but those knockoffs often fall apart right away. They don't last very long. Polly has created all of the LegiLiners so the quality is top drawer. They last, and they really make a difference in the classroom. So here's the first one, you guys. It's called 5/8 inch worm line. I'll show you what it is. Here's the example of what it does, okay? So look really closely. If you'd like to participate for this LegiLiner, just put 5/8 inch worm line LegiLiner, your school, city, and state. You'll be entered for that. And the box shows what it looks like. Again, it's very compact, perfect size. Then I've got a 1-inch tall spaces pattern. So check this out. It's got the spaces at the bottom that help show how big the letters should be, in addition to the dashed line in the middle. So for this one, put 1-inch spaces pattern in your school, city, and state in a separate comment, LegiLiner. 1-inch spaces pattern LegiLiner. Your school, city, and state, you'll be entered for that. Then I've got, this is one of my favorites for me personally. And the LegiLiners, they're not just for special needs, they're not just for OT, they can be used for so many things. This is one where you can create journals. It's called the Legi dotted grid pattern. It prints blue ink, and it's like this, gosh, here, you can see on the back. It's like the dotted pattern, and you can just create like journal sheets. I love this. I mean, of course, you can use it for so many different things, but that's what I love it for. It's one of my personal favorite LegiLiners. So just put dotted grid LegiLiner, your school, city, and state. You'll be entered for that awesome one. Then I've got the Legi boxes. Check this out. This is great for letters, for numbers, for math. So many different uses, you guys. And let's see. So it rolls out like that. So it's got 2 rows, one on top of each other. Okay? So this is the Legi boxes LegiLiner. School, city, and state. You'll be entered for that. Then I've got a couple math things. Oh my gosh. Here's another one of my personal favorites because I'm a musician. It's the musical staff. This would have been a godsend when I was a kid. I started writing music when I was 12, And, you know, staff paper can be expensive. And we didn't have the internet just to go print something out. So I'd have to actually create staffs. But look at this. You can just roll it and create music staffs. Look at how easy that is. So if you're a music teacher, or if you have a student who loves music, who writes music, or transposes music, writes like symphonies or something, which I started writing a symphony in high school. The musical staff LegiLiner in your school, city, and state. What a godsend. Oh my gosh. And a lot of music classes, when I would teach Right Road lessons, Right Road sessions in schools, I would teach kids a little bit of music, and this would have been a godsend. So yay! Okay, next, I've got a couple math things here, you guys. This is the LegiLiner number line. Super small, compact. Now this is, of course, can be used as a number line. How awesome is this? But I also like it, like for Christmas time, you can use it to create, you draw the little line, and then you can create like Christmas lights. Just add little dots of color. So many fun things you can do with this. So put number line, LegiLiner, your school, city, and state, you'll be entered for that. Then all these awesome products, and she's coming out with, she told me, let's see, what is she coming out with here? I've got more LegiLiners too. She's coming out with a new LegiBox, in addition to the one I just showed you. So like every few months, she comes out with new products too. She listens, she goes to all these teacher events where she'll have a booth, and she listens to the teachers, and then she'll create products that teachers need. So cool. So this one is an addition subtraction LegiLiner. By flipping each of these buttons, you can create tons of different worksheets using addition or subtraction. You just roll it, and it creates a whole line of math problems. Addition and subtraction. They also have multiplication and division ones. This one's addition and subtraction. I have 2 of these to give today. And again, you just switch the little knob, one little click. It creates a whole different row of math problems. Switch this one click, whole different row. Switch this one again, another click. Switch this side, however you want to do it. Tons of math problems. Oh my gosh, what a godsend. So just put LegiLiner, math LegiLiner, your school, city, and state, and you'll be entered for both of those gift drawings. I have 2 of those to give today. Then I have a couple of, well, this one's just packaged, but this is a 1/2 inch handwriting line. So remember I had a 3/4 inch. This is a 1/2 inch. It's kind of the basic one. You can see it right here. So just put 1/2 inch handwriting lines, LegiLiner, your school, city, and state. You'll be entered for that. Then I have a double here. She sells the 2-pack. Just put 2-pack LegiLiner, your school, city, and state in a separate comment, and you'll be entered for this. You get both of them. There's the 1/2 inch handwriting line and the 3/4 inch handwriting line. How awesome is that, you guys? What? All these are on the LegiLiner website and more. And then Polly is so cute. Every time she sends me a gift box of LegiLiners, she also includes extra goodies in there. So she sent me a class pack of these awesome little spacers. They're all different space erasers, but because she's an OT expert, in case kids are having trouble figuring out how to space sentences, you know, how much space do you put between sentences, the kids can use this as a helpful little tool. So there's a whole class set here. So if you'd like to participate for these, thank you, Polly, just put eraser spacers. How's that in your school, city, and state, and you'll be entered for this wonderful gift pack. Then, so thank you, Polly. Woohoo! Thank you, LegiLiner. Go make sure that you sign up for their newsletter. That's part of the deal tonight. Again, it's on the honor system. I'm not going to go check. I'm not going to go ask Polly, did this person sign up? I just trust that you will, you guys, because I know you want to give back to all these amazing companies that support you. Okay, the next company that I want to highlight